Silk Road. Beautiful. The Silk Road was a network of trade routes which connected the East and the West and was central to economic culture, politics, and religious interactions between these regions from the 2nd century BC to the 18th century Asia, pretty much. It was established by the Han Dynasty.
Why is that one-eyed idiot staring at me all the time? He's been on the road with us for weeks. Tell one of our boys to find a quiet spot and get rid of him.
They're just mercenaries. I wouldn't trust them to do anything.
Well, then maybe you should do it.
Sure.
Lagatha, Torby, Ube!
This is your meeting. Your ting. Your ting. Your chance to come to me with whatever you want, and I will listen. I am but your humble servant.
He looks older, right?
Who are these men?
I know who they are.
Fitzek.
All of these men collaborated willingly with Irish regime. They did his bidding, however cruel, however depraved. They did it without compunction, without a thought, even for their own families. They burned alive those who were brave enough to stand against them, and they burned alive a young woman called Thora, who I loved. Didn't you?
He doesn't seem to have any
these men
remorse.
guilty? These men are all guilty. They committed crimes against their own people. I will banish them for life. They will become outlaws, forever condemned to live in the forest and other deserted places. Their property will be confiscated. They will be branded as Skogomors. This is much worse than death. They will live not as human beings, but as ghosts, outside of human society.
Their faces? Ow!
Kill me!
He said, kill me. Ube with the strong arm. Weren't they supposed to kill that dude?
Variago. Imienujemy Ivar.
Ivara.
Upił się nocью. Powiadamy jakie koroli jest.
Si že uprozumenne koroli. Privezemo do Kieva.
Vizeve per veje zablatiti me zavesti.
So Ivor was right. That dude's like a spy or something.
Kvari could give a thing. Oleg
It's
Koenigsson.
Oleg.
Spa madre.
Što tebe?
Chromici jest je.
A
Romiš.
cripple.
I
And a
koroli.
king.
Vinos.
Now I've seen everything.
Dvorite se koroli. Откуда ты?
What is that?
Из-за
Kribling. Siden fadengo. To tala tokomena.
Gewoon waar vieren enig. Toen gaan voor sismens.
You're a Viking?
Piteremroos. What do they call you?
They call me Eye for the Boneless.
I've heard of you. Ivor, the Boneless.
Son of Ragnar.
Your fame has traveled along the Silk Road.
That's a Viking axe for sure.
Honey.
I lost my kingdom to my brothers.
And where were you going?
Nowhere. I have no plans.
I have seen enough of war. I have seen enough of death. I desire to live a totally different kind of life. I plan to build a farmstead.
That's Ivar's boy. Why are they gonna torture him?
Now, my friend, is the time for truth. Tell us about this King Ivar.
I would walk into the fire for you. But beyond that, who knows?
Sometimes you are hard to love.
I think I am very easy. Kiss me.
Oh, you kiss me.
I like them together. I think she's a good match for him. She's just strong, you know, and he needs a strong woman. Not like Torvi wasn't. Oh.
Is it true that the cripple you were accompanying is the famous Ivar the Boneless?
Yes, Prince.
You're lying.
He's not
You think I'm a
lying.
fool?
He's not just a king. He's a god.
Now they're gonna torture Ivar to make him prove that he's a god. That was stupid to say. I mean, he's trying to save his own life, I understand, but...
We're Christians now, but we still have some strong memories of the old gods. And still perhaps some fear of them.
There's nothing left to say.
Ivar, do you know they're torturing your boy? I hate it. It's not fair. It looks like Santa's sleigh, doesn't it? They're twisting his arm.
We have had some problems with your friend.
I don't understand. What has he done wrong? I already told you there was no reason.
There is always a reason.
Skeptical self.
Hunter, very good, Ivar!
Oh! Ivar, you better kill him. He's a jerk. They slingshotted him, yo.
You were right, Tuvi. This is where I should build my farm.
We will help you to build it. We will not sell anywhere until your new farmhouse is built and you're settled.
Ube's a good dude, man. He's the most Ragnar-like of all of the sons,
I would need
in
some
my
livestock.
opinion.
I also have some news.
Pregnant.
You don't need to tell me. You're with child. Life goes on.
Is that a hot air balloon?
Don't be scared! You will die by with you! Go! No! Let go!
Oh, that looks super fun.
I wanted to bring you up here because you're a god. It's true, isn't it?
You are a direct descendant of Odin.
You've been revealed as a god, yes.
Why did you kill his boy then if you believed
The
what he was
gods
saying?
travel across the sky.
Oh.
You won't die if you're with me.
You're not a god.
Oh, so they're homies now, huh?
Now do you believe?
I was hoping that Ivar would want to get revenge on him, but Ivar is now alone, and I'm sure this dude will become a very beneficial ally for Ivar.
While King Harald was sick, King Olaf claimed his kingdom. He also remembers that he came willingly to your aid when you desired to attack your brother Ivar, and that he personally saved you.
Calling in favors.
And he could have pressed his claim to marry you, Queen Gunhild.
So the real question is, what kind of a king are you going to be?
You are bold, bro.
I will think on it.
Bjorn's got a heart, for sure.
The mausoleum of my dead wife.
How did she die?
I killed her. I loved her.
Just alike, man. What did you do to the dude? Ooh, he's crazy.
I know your pain.
I think you and I are going to have a very special relationship.
Did we just become best friends? Yup.
I totally think so.
Ivor also doesn't have a choice.
I swear, I will fight you no more. Forever.
Those messengers disturbed me today. It was when they asked me what kind of king I was expected to be.
Yeah. I felt that.
As unknown men, they spoke to something deeper.
Whether or not you go to the aid of King Harald will not define what you are as a king.
Then what will define it?
Perhaps your differences from your father.
Or my similarity? I want to be myself, I'm just not sure how to be.
Years ago, I hung my shield on the city gates of Constantinople, but now it's time to hang it on the gates of Kattegat.
Crap.
And you can help me.
I say it is a fine plan.
He's hype.
Now I see that my arrival here in Kiev was no accident, as I suppose, but all arranged by the gods.
Let us drink to Odin.
To Odin?
Ivar just made a new BFF and got a serious ally for the war. So that was The Vikings, Season 6, Episode 1, entitled New Beginnings. And it was definitely a new beginning for Bjorn. He's still trying to figure out what type of ruler he's going to be. And there were so many times in past seasons where Bjorn, especially when he very, very first got back to Kattegat with his mother from the husband that she had been with, and he started running around with Ragnar and took back Kattegat from Jarl Borg and all that. He was very compassionate, very emotional, and he always is being led by the heart. And his father was always telling him, don't think with this, you got to think with this right here. So he kind of put that at bay. And then there were also moments where, and then Bjorn went out into the wilderness and was staying in that cabin or whatever, killed a bear with his bare hands, and basically was reborn as a grown man, And I don't think that changed anything about his heart. It just brought him to more realizations about life. So I don't doubt that person isn't still there. The heart-filled, thoughtful, compassionate man. I was thinking that he was showing mercy when he chose not to let those dudes die that burnt Athora and burnt their whole family alive and stuff. But they're saying, whatever a Skorgomor is, an outlaw, that dude was like, no, kill me. I'd rather die. So Skorgomor being an outlaw and being rejected by society is obviously something absolutely terrible. And if they're not ever going to be able to be accepted into society to live among other people, I really don't think that we'll have to worry about those dudes coming back to Kattegat with a vengeance or fighting or anything. So we probably don't have to think about those dudes anymore. But did that show mercy on Bjorn's part? Did that show compassion? I don't know. Only time will tell. Before the season started, I actually binge watched the whole series just so I would be prepared. And watching back King Harold and his brother, they are very impatient, very doubtful, very unsure of things until they see results. There were moments where they were out to sea and they didn't see land, or they went back to Francia to ask Rollo for some help or whatever to hit the Mediterranean Sea, and he locked them up, he put them all in chains or whatever, and they immediately doubted everything that was happening. But then the situation changed and they were all on board saying that, the Lothbrooks are the best, blah, blah, blah. They just
It's like they're the kind of people that have seen yet still struggle to believe. So there's a lot of personality traits in King Harold that I'm unsure about right now. I'm sure we will get to know him more this season and what is going to result from everything that's happening, but he definitely made sure those two messengers were loaded with information to hit the heart and the conscience of Bjorn to force his hand so he wouldn't say no. So I'm excited to see what decision Bjorn will make. I hope he will make the right one. But in the preview for this episode, they showed the heartbreak and the love that King Harold actually had for Gunhild. If you guys remember, King Harold met Gunhild first when they went to York, because Gunhild's husband was the Earl that was holding down York. So he really, really wanted her, and he was super, super jealous at the wedding, super, super salty that he didn't end up with her. I don't think this is like a plan or he's plotting to get Gunhild or anything. We saw him get stabbed last season, so I actually thought that he was dead as well. I'm just excited to see what happens. I am super concerned about how powerful this new dude is, this prophet that Ivar is with right now. He's kind of crazy like Ivar, and I don't know what I want to happen because Ragnar is so sure and so passionate about the potential of Ivar. But just because they're two brothers doesn't mean they both have to be king. They can both be powerful in their own right, but they both want the throne. I think that Ivar is a power-hungry dude, but I don't think that it was ever Bjorn's intention or desire to rule or lead. It's almost like Ragnar, you know? He did what he was supposed to do. And because of his works, he got elevated. Because of his works, he got put to the place that he's in. And that's just like Jon Snow in Game of Thrones. He was never looking for glory. His actions gave him the glory that he deserved. So I'm really excited to see what happens about that. And another thing that stood out to me in this episode is any time that Lagertha thinks back over her life, she thinks back about her life where the series started and beforehand, when her and Ragnar were just simple farmers, they were with Gyda, and they were just happy and at peace. And I know that's a good thing, you know, and I think it's beautiful, but it makes me think, like, all the times that they were meeting, they were in ships, and they were in England, they were in Frankfurt and all that. Why didn't they ever get back together? Why didn't they find the love again? Why didn't they express it to each other? You know, what's understood ain't gotta be explained, but it would have been nice to see some type of reunion between them. But it's beautiful to be exposed to Lagertha's inner monologue and the love that she had and has for Ragnar. At the end of last season, when she was losing her mind and she actually embodied herself at the execution and murder of Ragnar, it was just beautiful. I love it. Gunhild, I think she is a fine match for Bjorn. I think she's a woman of substance. She has her own thoughts. She makes him think. She makes him check himself. She makes him reflect. And I really, really like that about her. I hope they stay together. And also, the Rus Vikings. I'm assuming that Rus means a Russian Viking. And it's wild that they're converted, though. You know, I don't know if that just means that the area that they're in, like they had no choice. But what does it mean that they've converted, but they still live like a savage Viking sort of way of life, you know? I think it's awesome that we're seeing another way. We're seeing what culture is looking like in other parts of the world at this time. And this bromance between the prophet Oleg and Ivar looks like it's going to be incredibly beneficial for Ivar. I'm super excited to see what happens. If there's anything that I misinterpreted or overlooked in this episode, please put it in the comments down below. And again, thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you on the next one.